Hello everyone. Welcome to MABENZ Daily Show. Tonight we're actually going to talk about it as usual. So, for all of us, we're enjoying going out with friends. That is where we make some good memory, share contacts, and meet some new people. So for Sharon, it went from being introduced by this long-haired, good-looking guy who actually turned his life upside down after moving together to be heartbroken and her dream being crushed. So tonight, Sharon, she decided to join the show to talk about her journey and how she found a peace at the end. So please, ladies and gentlemen, help me to welcome Sharon. Hey, how are you doing?
Hi.
Are you good?
I'm good.
Okay, good to
Okay.
see you. Okay, sit down. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thank you for making it up for us.
Thank you for inviting.
Okay, so thank you so much. So Sharon, as you're here tonight, you know, we're going to talk about it. So let's talk about what happened. Sharon, tell me about your journey. How did you meet Sherry?
How did I meet him?
Yeah.
Well, I went through a rough patch in my life initially, and my friend told me, listen, it's time to go out now. You've been through a rough patch in your life. You need to go out. So my friend told me, get dressed, make yourself beautiful, go out. We're going to get you laid tonight.
Okay, that's a good, yeah.
So I was reluctant to go, but then my friend was like, no, make yourself beautiful, put on heels, do your makeup.
Oh, so you were not in the mood of going out that night?
No.
So it just pushed you to go out?
No, I just wanted to be home, you know. I didn't shave my legs, I did nothing, you know. And then he convinced me, and then we went to a pub in Observatory. He said to me he's going to introduce me to a friend. And I didn't know who this guy was, I didn't know anything about him, but I said to myself, okay, I need a night out.
Okay.
So I went out. And then he introduced me to this guy. He was tall, white.
So they were friends before?
The two of them were friends, yes. But I didn't know this other guy. So I saw this guy. He had beautiful long hair, tall,
just
white,
like the way you like it.
Yeah, big, beautiful brown eyes. He was gorgeous.
Oh.
And he had this big smile when he saw me for the first time. And I thought, wow, this guy's smile just won my heart immediately, you know.
Oh, so you make a move or you made a move?
No, I didn't make any moves yet. Like, I was still nervous, you know. I've been single for 4 months at the time.
Only for 4 months?
Yeah.
Wow.
It seemed like a long time to me, you know.
Really? Some people, they wait for 2 years. I've been single for 3 years.
I don't know about that.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
but anyway, so he introduced me to him, and he had a big smile on his face, and he started immediately talking about music that he likes. And I'm very big into music because I was a music teacher before.
Okay.
And we got on immediately. We started singing and dancing, and we had tequila
Okay, you sing as
shots.
well.
Yeah.
So be careful. Sometimes like somebody can just like anything about him, even though you sing so wrong, because you are into him.
That's what I didn't know at first.
Yeah. Okay.
But we had a great time. We drink the same drinks. We had the same taste in music and movies and everything. And then eventually we were like this. We clicked immediately.
Really?
So that's how we met initially.
Okay. So tell me, Sharon. Oh, can you talk about the chemistry that you guys had?
Okay. Well, initially like I said, we clicked immediately, and we realized that we had quite a lot in common. And like any man does, what I didn't know this before, but like any man does, he seemed to miraculously have a lot in common with me. You know, like when you meet someone, you get to know the person, and then they seem to be like the most perfect person in the world. And they tell you things like, oh, you like this? Oh, me too.
Yeah, I need to have this walk all the time. It walks like that, I know.
Exactly. And he seemed to have everything in common with me. And my friend who was tapping me on the shoulder, his name was Douglas.
Okay. So, I mean, your friend was a pimp. It was a pimp. The one who was pimping you to his friend.
Yes, he introduced my friend Douglas.
So, is the guy, or is the guy who was aware as well, so that you guys were hooking up actually?
Yeah, my friend Douglas is the one that introduced me to this guy.
Okay.
At the pub. So Douglas was like, "No, you two are perfect together. Why don't you guys
just click?" Yeah, no, I was like that all the time. Yeah.
So I was attracted to him, to this guy. I was very attracted to him, and he was attracted to me. And then, yeah, the chemistry was quite strong. There was a very big connection there.
Okay.
I was convinced of everything that he told me. I actually believed him. Like whatever he said, I believed him because he seemed like a genuine guy. Okay,
that was so good actually. So tell me, how did you lead him to sleeping over in the place for the first night? I'm like shocked, kind of shocked about it. We always talk about it. I was kind of shocked. So okay, how come that?
Okay, so the chemistry was like really strong, and there was a big attraction there.
Attraction from you or from his side?
For
both of you.
Okay, from my side, yes. I like guys with long hair.
But how come you just like a guy, you ask the guy to jump in the bed for the first night?
So I said, this is how it happened. I don't know if I can use strong language on the show.
No, you can use some decent language, but it's fine. Okay. But don't blow my show any bad languages here, anyway.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Okay, right.
So we were having a lot of fun at the time.
Yeah.
Like 6 hours into the evening, we had so much fun, and we had such a strong connection. And I came to him, to his face, and I asked him, "Would you like to
sleep with this night?
Would you like to?"
Oh, like you said, your friend.
But I said it in not so nice words.
I just wonder how did you say that? Because
would you
in
like
French,
to come over to my place and me.
Oh my God. Because in French we say, voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir quand tu vas pas pour ce soir. Oh, donc, you say that in English.
Yes.
Oh my God. How dare you? Okay, so carry on, tell me.
Yes, women are asked them. It's the 21st century.
Yes. So what was the guy's reaction when he told me that?
He stood up and looked at me straight in my eyes and said, yes. And I just burst out laughing.
He said, yes, I want to sleep with you tonight.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
He agreed.
He agreed as well.
And my friend, who was the designated driver of the evening, because obviously we were drinking, so my friend stayed sober, the guy that introduced us. And then he took us to my place. We planned on drinking further at my apartment. And
what happened? Just be free. Just throw it out.
I'll tell you what happened. And then
what happened?
My friend parked his car in front of my flat, my building.
Okay.
And then Shay and I got out of the car, and then we went straight in. And then we left my friend in the car.
Oh my goodness.
We went straight upstairs.
Okay.
And then we got very, very busy.
Very busy.
Very quickly.
For how long? That was for how long?
For 9 hours.
Oh my word. Oh my goodness. That was so.
That was the longest experience I ever had in my life, but it was incredible.
That was so good. So
we
Sharon.
did not stop for 9 hours.
9 hours. Oh my goodness. So Sharon, tell me. What did you come to your attention that made you realize that you made the wrong decision after that?
Well, after that incredible night, I had an amazing time, and I hadn't been treated like a proper.
But what caught your attention to make you realize that you got a good guy, that you realized your dream?
I thought he was a good guy. Like, he said all the right words, and he was incredible. He treated me like a queen.
Oh, that was the beginning.
Yeah, and then as the time went by, as months went on, I realized that he was actually just using me for my money and using me for a place to stay. Like, he lied to me quite a bit. Like when we met, he said to me that he was a restaurant manager, and he said that he was a maintenance manager at the building he was living at during the day. And I think he said this to me because he was intimidated by the job that I had, because I'm a restaurant manager.
Okay.
And I had a nice place to stay.
Okay.
So I think he was intimidated by me, so he lied to me, and he said that he was a restaurant manager and a back.
Wait a minute. Let's just step back a little bit. the first time you guys moved, like you slept in your place, at your place, right? So tell me, how come he actually knew about you, like all of the sudden for the first night that he came in your place?
We just felt so comfortable with each other.
So you just brought up on like the first time you met a guy, first night you brought up everything?
Yeah, it was a one-night stand, guys, don't judge.
Okay. So you told him that you made that impression, like you tell like, I'm a manager, I have this. So, you know, some people, when you come up, like, you show up yourself and start telling him whatever you do have, maybe that's what caught his attention to start.
Yeah, that's what caught his attention, I definitely think so. And to tell you the truth, like, we ended up seeing each other for a while. For about 6 months we saw each other.
So for the first time, I want to just get back, we're going so slow. For the first time, you say he moved into your place, he slept for the first night at your place. So the second day, I just want to know about that. Yeah, did you ask him to go home, or he stays over for more few days?
He stayed over for a day.
For a day?
And then he stayed away for 3 weeks.
Where?
At his place.
At his place, okay.
But then when he ran out of money, he came to me and gave me excuses.
Okay.
And he told me that he hasn't been working, hasn't been making tips. So I said to him, you're a manager, why are you saying, why are you not making tips? You know, managers don't make
they make
tips.
money out of that, out of there.
You're supposed to have a salary. But then I accepted it anyway because we were in that stage of falling in love with each other.
Oh yeah, I just feel like you want to cover up, you want to take care of someone that you love, another feeling. Yeah, no.
Exactly, so we were starting to fall in love with each other.
Okay.
And then things were amazing. We had like the puppy dog falling in love stage, you know, like the first few months, everything's amazing, the sex is amazing, you know, like everything is just incredible, everything is romantic.
Oh yeah.
And then 6 months later, before I get into that, he disappeared for a month. And I had no idea where he was or what he was doing. I tried to call him, but he wasn't that kind of guy that would like message you and see if you're okay and phone you and that. And he'd only see you when he needed to see you, which made me feel a bit uncomfortable and reluctant to pursue a relationship with him. But anyway, I was in love.
You were in love, yeah, I can say that. It's written all of your face, you were in love.
Yeah, I was dead in love with him, and I continued anyway. Then, out of nowhere, he WhatsApped me and called me and said to me, I really want to see you, I miss you, baby. And I said, okay, yes, come over. I was like excited, I haven't seen this guy for a while. And I invited him over, and then I bought him dinner. I paid.
You paid for dinner?
I paid.
But he was supposed to pay for dinner as a gentleman.
Yeah, as a gentleman you should.
Yeah. So were you not being aware of your, like, the way you were spending money, like have like a wake-up call, this guy may be using me and stuff like that? So you were like a blind in love. I can see a blind in love. Oh yeah, it happens like that.
And yeah, like I was completely in love with this guy, and money was no object to me. I didn't care if I needed to like pay whatever I needed to pay, rent or whatever. I didn't care about that. I just cared about seeing this guy because he was giving me love that I didn't have in a long time.
All right.
And I bought him dinner, I took him out, took him for drinks, and then he came home to me, to my flat, and then he said to me, baby, I love you so much, and I have no one to turn to. So I asked him, what's the problem, what's wrong? We were having such a good time. And then he says to me, Cheryl, baby, I'm going to tell you the truth now. I'm actually not a restaurant manager. I'm just a part-time waiter.
Oh.
And he's not really a backpackers manager either. He was just fixing chairs and tables and things that's broken in the backpackers to cover his rent that he was in arrears. He was behind in his rent. And he's getting kicked out because he's been drinking every day. He was an alcoholic.
But how would you feel in love with an alcoholic? So
I didn't know he was.
You didn't know. So when did you realize?
He lied to me.
He lied to you. When did you realize that he was
Only
alcoholic?
at that time when he told me. I had no idea.
Okay.
And then he says, Cheryl, please can you pay for my rent for a month?
Did you pay? Don't tell me you paid.
I paid.
Oh God.
I paid, guys. You know, you
do
crazy things when you
I know when you blend in love, we do everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You do crazy things when you're in love. And I was dead in love with him. You seem like such a beautiful, genuine guy.
So when When he told you that he is homeless, so you're supposed to, no, he said that you're supposed to keep to pay for his rent.
To pay for a month.
So you pay for a month.
So I paid for a month of his rent.
Okay, but
and I paid my rent.
Yeah, okay.
And then since that day, I didn't see him again.
He left again, as usual.
For a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then he came back again.
And then he came back.
And you took him again back in your house. Can I ask a question? Don't take it as offense.
That's
Were you so desperate, something like that?
I wouldn't say.
Because you're so beautiful. I can say you look beautiful. How could you get in that stage? How could you be so that desperate?
I wouldn't call it desperation.
What was that then?
I was just hurt a lot before, and
You just wanted someone to carry up your gap. Someone to be there for you.
The gap to make me feel loved again. That's what I wanted. I just wanted to feel loved again.
Oh.
And for the first time in a long time, I actually did feel loved by him. I felt very loved by him.
All right. So when you paid rent, how come you moved in your house? When was the time that he decided to come stay permanently in your place?
A month later.
A month later, then he decided you decided him to come stay, or he decided?
I didn't want to.
So he pushed to come stay by you?
He pushed.
He pushed.
He said a month later, after I paid his rent, he took all the money that I gave him for rent, and he spent it on Black Label beer.
Did you know about that?
No.
You didn't know?
I had no idea.
So you found out later?
I found out later. Then he said to me, he came back a month later and he said to me, Cheryl, I didn't pay the rent, I spent it on beer, and I'm homeless now, I need a place to stay.
So now you found out he spent on beer, but Cheryl, let me tell you something. When the guy came to you already, you paid rent for him, then he went to spend it, to drink beers. So was not something like clicking in your mind saying, oh my God, I'm just.
Well, a little bit, yes, but I've got a very big heart. And I just want to help people when they're in trouble, especially if I love someone.
But you need to have a boundary. Sometimes we need to set the boundary in our life. Because you cannot tell me, like, you're a mature lady, so beautiful. First of all, I can tell you that. I'm not flattering you. I'm telling you because I'm a man, and then I can see the beauty from you. You are so beautiful. You're supposed to believe in yourself. It's normal, actually, to be loved. We all been like, have a crush on somebody, but you have still to control yourself. You don't let your emotional take over you.
Difficult.
Yeah, because I'm not blaming you. Why I'm being so disappointed to be disappointing about you, because you made the guy that he had all of your characteristics, everything that you like from a guy, and then you didn't know about him. That's why you've been so nice and kind. So, but once you found out that the guy was the wrong person, he was alcoholic, he was drinking, and he was using your money to buy drink, like you pay him rent, something very, very like hectic. You paid rent for him, and then he came back to tell you that, sorry baby, I use your money for the rent money you gave to me for a drink. But if I were you, I would have it wake up, be like, hello?
I've never been in a situation before. So I didn't know what it was to be an alcoholic. I thought he had it under control, so I felt sorry for him, and I thought, okay, let me help this guy because he doesn't have family.
So you let him in your house and he starts staying by you?
Yeah, and then later on I found out that he was stealing my things. He was stealing my money, he was using my cards, and he was spending it on other women. Even on my birthday last year, he destroyed my birthday. He's incredibly jealous. He cheated on me, he lied to me, he just completely used me.
But remember, you told me also something about you guys. One of you guys like he started to use you, and even like in the private part, like sometimes when you want to have sex with him, and then he charge you money for him to give you sex.
He would say,
were you paying for that?
I didn't pay.
So what did you do?
Someone, yes. I was so in love with this guy. And
but
so
you, okay, hold on. You were in love. I understand. But when it comes like your partner, you want him to give you sex, but he's charging you. He wants you to give him money.
Yeah, he told me to buy him expensive Adidas shoes.
Before him to have sex with you?
Yeah, and then I didn't get it anyway.
But remember we spoke. Yeah, but remember?
I spent 600-700 rand on shoes, and I still didn't.
Really? But remember we had a chat, you told me sometime when you guys are having an action of sex, you just pass out and just sleep off.
Yeah, you would pretend to fall asleep or you'd get too drunk on purpose.
Then just pass out.
So that he wouldn't have sex with me and then he'd pass out.
Oh, so how?
So I gave up having sex with him. I said to him, I'm not going to pay anything for you. I'm not going to pay any money for you. I'm not going to pay your rent anymore. I gave him an ultimatum. I told him, you've cheated on me, you've lied to me, you've used me for my money, you've used my body. I'm done.
So, but while those things was happening, was he in the house, but how did you find the place? How did you get him out of your house?
This is what happened. So after he completely ripped my heart out and destroyed my whole spirit, my personality and my confidence in myself, I told him one day, I've had enough of this, and you've hurt me enough, you've used me enough, you're a grown man, you're 40 years old, I'm going to give you up until the end of April. You've got to find a job, and you've got to move the fuck out.
Did you happen to get a job, by the way?
He didn't.
Did you happen to get a job somehow?
I didn't do anything because I think I helped him enough for 2 years.
Okay.
Paying for everything.
So he was in the house for 2 years living by you?
2 years, yeah.
Oh my God.
And then I told my landlord about how he used to shout at me and throw things at me if I didn't give him money. And if I didn't give him anything he wanted, he used to shout.
He used to abuse you so physically?
Yeah, I know this sounds a bit funny, but he beat me with a block of cheese and a Texan steak.
Oh, that's so weird.
Even, it sounds a bit funny, but it was the truth. I mean, any kind of abuse is abuse, whether it's your fist or a steak or a cheese. It doesn't matter, it's abuse, you know? And he used to do that to me. If I didn't give him money or whatever he wanted, he would throw a tantrum and hit me with things.
So how did you reach out? How did you reach out to help?
You know what? I didn't even reach out for help. Well, the landlord or the person in charge of the place I was staying at before, where Heartache and Vine, above Heartache and Vine, Derek is his name, Dennis, sorry. He heard Shay shouting at me and hurting me, and he ran upstairs and he said, I'm kicking you out of here, you bastard.
Okay, this is how you get out of him.
Yes.
Okay.
You're not going to do this to this woman. This woman is paying your rent. This woman is doing everything for you. She's paying for those shoes and those clothing that you're wearing. You're not going to do this anymore. You have until the end of April to move the fuck out.
So you mean like someone tried to help you to get Che out of your house, exactly. But according to yourself, by your own, you could not get him out because your bloody love is still.
It was difficult.
Difficult for you. What makes it difficult? Because someone was abusing you and then doesn't even give you sex. You never enjoy sex with him. No. But what was urging you to have him in a house still?
Well, I wanted to give him a chance. I've got a very big heart, and I care a lot about everybody who I let into my heart. If I love someone, then I love them completely. I just want to help them. If I love someone, I love them the way they are.
But you remember also, you remember we had a chat with me one day, like we're sitting, I found you sitting in the bar, I was like passing by, I was like, hey, we just chat and we just start talking, and then there where you told me the story. You told me about like you always want to make a family because you were born alone, and then you both parents, they passed away, and then you alone, and then you wanted to actually have also a family.
I do want a family, yes, but he was not the right one.
Oh, okay. So are you having happy hope to find another guy?
Well, I have found someone that makes me very, very happy. He's
really?
A wonderful person, but I'm taking it very slow this time.
Yeah.
I do not want to rush into another relationship again like I did that time.
I said about like, are you happy now the guy that you found now is treating you nice, is still different?
Yes, he's treating me like a queen. I've never been treated this well before.
Okay, so are you sure this one is not flattening you, or he's not going to change?
No, it's been 7 months.
7 months.
It's been incredible.
Are you guys sharing the bed because you always been both share the bed? Are you guys sharing now? Because if I were you, I was going to test any guy like, I'm not going to pay the bill when we had the food. I'm like, if he pays, which means it's going to be good.
No, he has been paying.
Yeah, he's paying.
Everything seems to be equal.
Some presents, flowers, chocolate.
He's been very romantic.
Romantic.
Yeah.
So he's covering up all the gap that you've been through.
Yeah, he's fulfilling everything.
Everything.
Makes me so
I can see the pretty smile on your face. Okay. So Sharon, so what would you tell to people who actually do the same mistake? They go out in the midnights, having one night stand, picking up guys or girls, and what would you tell them? What is the advice that you're going to advise to those people at the same time?
I would tell them, okay, so advice number 1, I would say take things slow when you meet someone new. Don't rush into sleeping with someone right away. just get to know the person and don't trust right away. Take your time getting to learn about someone, and then if love happens, then fall in love. But be careful and don't trust easily.
Okay, so do you have anything to say about like the consequences about one night stand, because you experimented?
Oh yeah, of course. The consequences, well, for one, you could very easily pick up diseases.
Yeah.
Diseases are very serious, especially in this continent that we're in, and also pregnancy. It's quite a big thing, especially here in South Africa. So my advice is just to abstain, well, not abstain, but just be careful and cautious, and not to sleep around and not to spread yourself. You know, anything could happen these days. You know.
So you actually telling me that you like standing against those guys who go to the club. Remember, people, they go to the club to drink and they spend money, want to get one night stand.
There's nothing wrong with going to the club, but I mean, just respect yourself and respect your body.
Okay, so now you're against the people going to one night stands, pick up boys and girls, so so it's not good. So absolutely, people, they have to go to,
Absolutely, yes.
All right, okay. Thank you so much for sharing this one.
Thank you for having
Thank you.
me,
See you for the next time.
Thank
you so much.